Welcome back, or welcome, regardless if you watched Link Engine Management Pro Spec seating bracket earlier. We are going into our Pro seating bracket. Even my buddy Jeremy, who came here 1945 Speed Custom, he's like, wow. And even Vernon, our judge, was like, dude, the elevation, you don't see how violent it is. Here we go, TLO, Tommy Lemaire, Andy Haley. TLO initiates in that first inside clip. That Corvette looking good, the XPN Corvette coming in. Andy Haley maybe giving himself too much room here as TLO, Tommy Lemaire, comes into that third outside zone, now into the inside clip. Haley just lurking in that smoky shadow. He dives on in that Evil Auto Works BMW, Evil Auto Works, Redlands, California, coming on through and through that last outside zone.
Yeah, Andy, just a little safe.
All right, Andy Lovely needs to become real Andy Haley with the Evil Auto Works BMW, throws it in. Ooh, some wobble there from TLO in that chase position. Andy Haley, there you go, talking about that inside clip. Both of them diving on the inside. Want to see that management of the vehicle. Look at Haley. So now with that clean air, it looks like he's really being more aggressive on that inside clip through the horseshoe. Now exiting out, hits that mark, literally ticks the boxes. Now comes back, navigates past that inside clip. That's, again, both of them tight. I don't know if they got the memo. We need you to bring it out a little bit more. That's going to just show you some driving prowess. That's what the judges are looking for. Shine or outshine that lead car. So when you say open the door, just to clarify, I think of passing, but that's there fair. It is, Andy Haley out front. Okay, make space.
Yes.
Here we go. All right, here we go. Austin Mada, Dan Berquette, Rad Dan, and Austin coming down the hill. There we go, initiating that first outside zone. There's that inside clip number one. Both these guys getting too close. They're going kind of back and defaulting back to yesteryear when the pressure cooker is on. All right, there goes Austin, really riding the edge. Good execution there. That's what we want to see right there. Dan Berquette, of course, beautiful looking Mark IV Supra. He needs to mimic that angle though. Diving in, great proximity, but that overhead camera, so there they are again. And again, just giving everybody the same platform. I was talking to Chelsea Nope, but he's up here spotting for Ryan Turk, and here we go. All right, Dan Berquette, I'll get to that in a moment, but Dan Berquette initiating Rad Industries, Mark IV Supra. Wow, Austin really getting buried in the smoke, ripping up into outside zone 2, now into outside zone 3. Austin just back there quite a bit. And this is what you're talking about, that opportunity for that chase car. Dan is putting the car in the right places. These guys are really having a hard time with the inside clip there. All right, well, here we go. What do we got? Austin Mada, Dan Berquette. Austin Mada gets the win. It says, here we go, Ryan Literal and Federico Sharifo. Ryan Literal initiates in that Sunoco S chassis, the RB Army. Pulling away from Federico. He's got the Sans hood off. Here comes Ryan Literal. He goes into that third outside zone. Federico comes a bit shallow as Literal now comes into and out of the keyhole. Now, Fetty shuts it down. And boom, Ryan does go over that, again, steering box. But Fetty shut it down right before that last inside clip. So we are hearing that Federico Sharifo obviously calling a competition timeout. So now we advance on into Vaughn Gittin Jr. and Daigo the Ninja Saito. Daigo Saito re-entering the conversation of Formula Drift United States, and Vaughn Gittin Jr. playing a little bit of spoiler here with 2 rounds of the 8 of the FD Championship. He caught fire earlier in practice. Here we go. Who's advancing on? Again, for clarification, Daigo seated 7th, Vaughn Gittin Jr. seated 10th in this seating bracket. Here we go, Daigo Saito, Juka Racing, got that big livery coming down the hill. Here comes Daigo Saito, Vaughn Gittin Jr. nipping at his heels. Dishing at first outside zone. Daigo Saito talking about that steering box. Daigo Saito flirting with the dirt now, coming into that second outside zone or into the third outside zone. Here goes Daigo and Vaughn Gittin Jr. applying the pressure. There's a tire fire from Daigo Saito. He ignites just like Vaughn Gittin Jr. did earlier in practice. Vaughn Gittin Jr. great proximity on transitioning path into that driving box. And well done by Daigo, using all of the course. Makes some noise for the 2 champions. Daigo, I mean, great driving, exciting to watch. Yeah. Did he put the car in the right place? We're going to run it back. We'll see. Here we go. Vaughn Gittin Jr. now out front. Daigo Saito in chase. Vaughn, big, long initiation in. And Daigo Saito looks like, don't know if Vaughn shut it down. Daigo continues on. And so Daigo continues to rip in that chase position, but what happened to Vaughn getting junior here? Don't know if Vaughn just shut it down. All right.
Is that?
Thank you so much. So yeah, just as we anticipated and kind of talking to him, but just want some clarification for the fans there at home. Here it is, like you said, dragging. Daigo couldn't go anywhere.
And it shows too that like the first angle that we got.
Vaughn is going to be knocked out and Daigo Saito gets the win. Multiple champion and pro spec, making the jump to pro, and he's doing double duty. Here we go. Shanahan out front, Brusski in the chase position. Here comes Jack Shanahan ripping that BMW. Looks like Demetri Brusski comes in hot. Shanahan flings that thing way aggressively. Look at that snap. Into that second outside zone, goes into the keyhole. Here goes Shanahan into the third. Brusski comes up a bit shallow, filling that steering box. Now coming out of that keyhole, how's Shanahan gonna do? Works all the course. Very natural flow. You can see that bump. Brusski taking a tighter line. Shanahan puts that front left into that steering box. Looks like Brusski now has the clean air. His trunk was flipping up there. I hope he tightened that thing up. I don't know. Did you see it?
I saw a little. Yeah.
It was raising up.
Little flop.
Little Josh Groban trunk there. Here we go. Let's transition into this first inside clip here. Brusski initiates. You can barely see them through the smoke. I don't think it's going to be an issue.
Whoa.
All right. And there it is again. Even in the chase, dude, the Shanahan just snapped. The Shanahan snap. Here we go, Jack. Right there, the shadow just moving, man. Yes, sir. Look at that. And the way he is it's just that tight and right. Brusski transitioning. Shanahan cannot be shaken. Here we go. 1 and 2. Shanahan is in. Brusski is out. Sully and Novak. Sullivan, he had to get towed off earlier in practice. We'll see if he worked it out. Here we go. The U.S. Army BMW Sully into that inside clip. Novak taking a tighter line. We need to see him take that and fill that, as Reese called it, the steering box into this third outside zone. Novak taking that tight line once again. So Sully ticking the boxes. Sully. Army car. Yeah. All right, so Sullivan comes across the line. So Novak needs to put down a great lead run, maybe force an error on O'Sully's side. I wouldn't even say O'Sully has an advantage. Just as again, that initiation seemed to have been timid going into that inside clip. Now coming up the hill. There goes Novak. He gets into the dirt a little bit, and look at O'Sully just really hammering down, banging on his door. O'Sully with the composure and the aggressiveness, knocking out the bumper, blowing out the side skirt. No holds barred, no parts spared. O'Sully and Novak. Yes, sir. Here we go. Slide him left for Conor O'Sullivan. And one more time from Reese. He advanced on, but here we go. Back to the second portion of this battle. We're talking about Federico, Sharifo, and Ryan Literal. Here comes that Pennzoil Ferrari into that first inside clip. He does take it out. He actually takes it home with him. And now coming up the hill, tearing on in, it might wreak havoc on him with steering. And Fetty comes up way shallow, comes into the keyhole, now ripping back down the hill. Whoa! Get a little precarious there. Now coming back. What was the first inside clip is now the last inside clip, and using all the course there. And I think you know the answer. Ryan Literal gets the win. Alive and well. D-Mats, Derek Madison, regardless, this is when you want something to go wrong because it is not dire straits right now. Basically, what they need to do is really find the flow, get into it. Just as Ryan Literal goes right into it. We just saw him run Fetty, and look at Derek Madison. Good transition from him. Comes on up, that coilover depot, excuse me, now into the keyhole. Look at Literal, very close in proximity. Love what Literal is doing, but he's not hitting the marks. So Madison is hitting all the marks. Literal is just absolutely being very aggressive.
Yeah. So if you haven't made that change, things get a little bit different.
Gets a little bit hairy. Here we go. Let's shave that thing and knock it down. Here we go. Ryan Literal into that inside clip. Whoa! Again, hitting the, what would, oh no. D-Mats, he is way back there.
Whoa!
Oh, and Literal, oh, what is happening? All right, so calamity ensues here. Looked like they might have bashed.
Yeah, so
DMAD's contact.
So let's see if we get any contact at initiation. Right there.
Yeah.
Now, the question though was literal. Was he starting to straighten out? And then there, you can see it even from that point. That wheel just
wrong
goes
way.
all the wrong way.
Just flapping in the wind.
Can we get our judge's call here? It looks like Madison ends up taking home the win.
There. Here we go, Austin Mada, Andy Haley, who is moving on to go against DMADS, Derek Madison. Here we are in the grade 8 of our seeding brackets. These guys are both already in the show for Saturday's game day. Haley, a little bit of, you can see him shucking and jiving. Austin, very settled. The car is poised. Excuse me, look at that. Comes in that third outside zone. Fills it absolutely spot on by Austin Mada. He does escape that front inside clip. Now, let's see how he navigates this. It looks like he is actually on it. Put both. Come on now. Here we go. Andy Haley, Drift Wizard coming down the hill. Evo Auto Works, BMW. Here we go. Send it. He rips it on in. Coming to that inside clip. Does go tight. Kind of defaults back to previous years. Now coming up the hill. You got to think that it is kind of getting scrubbed away too. Look at Austin Mada just put on the brakes.
Yeah. You can kind of see it from Andy pretty early on.
Yeah.
So Austin made the right call there. Even just coming up the hill before that second outside zone, Andy didn't look amazing. So Austin played the right card, fell back a little bit. Sorry about that, Austin.
There we go. Austin Mada gets the victory. Mada moves on. And Hansen out front, Daigo Saito in the chase position. Hansen shooting on down, swings right in front of the nose of Daigo Saito in the 86. Hits that steering box. Daigo Saito gets in the weeds. Now coming in this third outside zone in the keyhole. Oh, Daigo Saito, wow, slides in. Aggressive Daigo Saito. It looks like he's driving with absolute anger. Now coming on through goes Rudy Hansen.
Okay, just kidding. Moving on.
Here we go. Daigo Saito will lead Rudy Hansen, give a chase. Hansen, where are you going? Looks like, oh wow, look at the gangster entry from Daigo Saito. Whatever special sauce he got, he just poured a lot of it on there. Speaking of, it comes up short on that outside zone. Oh! Tire fire once again. What the heck? It's just that same spot where he went against Vaughn. It's like smoke signal.
I was gonna say ninja smoke bomb.
Yeah. By the way, I don't hate you. Just
I
clarify.
know you
don't
don't.
hate you. It was a joke.
It's fine. So we get the judge's decision here.
Slide him left for Rudy Hansen. And are we good to go? Shanahan and Sullivan getting iced here. And there we go. Looks like the lights on the tower are out right now. Shanahan coming down. O'Sullivan in the chase position. Initiating. There we go. In that first outside zone. Shanahan the 59. Whoa! O'Sullivan. Wow. Goes on a quest. And here comes Shanahan into the outside zone. O'Sullivan. Yes, sir. Now transitions out of the keyhole. Shanahan keeping it tight, and O'Sullivan angles. Okay. Here we go. O'Sullivan will lead. Shanahan giving chase. Shanahan with a little staggered start there. Maybe himself a little bit of quicker run up. Let's see which BMW comes out on top, which O'Sullivan or Shanahan comes out. The victor. Ooh, early initiation by Shanahan. O'Sullivan dives in heavy on that inside clip, knocks it over. Old school line, we want to see him. Ooh, look at that angle, man. He is parallel parking that thing in outside zone 3. Shanahan not stirred. And now coming through that final inside clip. Bingo bongo. And rips it on through. Not bad from Shanahan.
If there's a mistake early, I think that has more impact.
All right. Oh, split decision.
All
and
right.
It finally goes to Conor O'Sullivan. So look at that. pull right to the line and bango. Sopa right on it. Here we go. Madison will lead Mada. Give it chase. Who's going to the finals here in seeding brackets? Now coming in. Here goes. Madison had a long coast and then just back on it. Mada definitely, he did adapt to it. Now that third outside zone. Coming tight to that inside clip. Just lifting it off and on, just kind of real dramatic with these two V8s. Yeah. Dude, it was I mean, it was lumpy as all get out coming to the horseshoe. Cheering him. Hunter Wilkinson cheering him on, coming all the way from Florida. Let's see what he's got. Austin Mada out front. And D-Mads coming on into that chase position now, coming up the hill. What do we got? And Derek Madison back there. Austin filling all that. D-Mads comes up short. Now coming out of the keyhole, hitting that spot. I really love the addition of that just flow.
Yeah.
And now coming back down the hill, some more flames, more tire fire, smoke all around the track. Here we go, Derek Madison, Austin Mada, and it looks like Austin will get the win. But man, very just, again, just tell. Wow! Whoa! Hansen transitioning massively. Boom, right there. Good. That was a good spot for Hansen. Osoli gets into the dirt. Now comes into that third outside zone. Here's that clip. Hansen dips that back left. Almost brings it back to the inside clip. Osoli was kind of blocking him out, but that's fine. He was being aggressive. Hansen was offline just a little bit. Now he tightens it up on that last inside clip. What was the first is the last.
They're going to see it, but it will set you up for the rest of the road.
Absolutely. It is. You really got to bring all of it there into the keyhole. Get tight, get technical, get flowy, and get fast. Here we go. Osoli now in that U.S. Army BMW. Hansen way back there. Yeah. Oh, he looks like
I don't even know if he's drifting.
Yeah. Yeah, he might have issues here. And Osoli rips the rest of the track. Hansen's gonna have to shut it down, but like I said, this is the scenario where you want the Gremlins to show up. So like whack-a-mole, you start just whacking them down.
Yeah.
So there it is. Let's make it official. Sullivan gets the win. Here we go. This is our seeding brackets finals. Austin or Osoli. Austin leads. See this initiation. See again the red lights on. Dives in. Really tight on the inside clip, but we want to see them out just a little bit. Good control. Now coming into the keyhole. That third outside zone. Good proximity.
Whoa!
Now coming down the hill. Whoa! And there goes Osoli. Shoots off on the side. We saw that earlier. Remember, it was what was it? Osoli. Here we go. Let's go. We got one half of battle left, or do we? Are they going to go one more time? Lights are on. Once they extinguish, we'll be seeing Osoli and Mada coming down the run. Here we go. Osoli out front, the U.S. Army BMW. Mada in tow. Are they 100%? We will see. O'Sullivan. Oh. Big, long initiation. Inside clip. Pulls that front left off the ground. Coming up into the keyhole. There goes Osoli. Boom. Puts it right in outside zone 3. Outside zone 3. Osoli. You know, he was at fault, right?
Yeah.
So he needs to make it back.
Bro is ripping.
Absolutely. A little late there from Osoli. Aggressive in the rear. Again, a split decision, was not unanimous. 1, 2, and 3. And here it is. So there it is. One vote for O'Sullivan and the other two siding with Austin Mada. Well, Jacob, anything you want to add, bud? But again, drug on a little bit there towards the end, but overall, some good driving. Thank you so much, Jacob. Appreciate it. See you tomorrow. I mean, you won't be up here in the booth, but I'll see you around. Can't miss you in the blue beanie. But thank you to all the fans. Thank you to the staff. Thank you to everybody. My name's Jared Deanna. We'll see you online, and we'll see you another time. Send it here from Atlanta.